victim of
acid. Okay.
걔네요. 어떤 방법으로 어떻게
Okay. One of the things that I did this year is I wanted to help. Every year I go back, I do a public appeal. So, for example, last year, the first year I did this appeal, I raised £350 to help a mother shop. Last year I raised £1,700 to help a orphanage, Lido, in Dhaka. One of the reasons why people give me all the money they give me is because they know that I have a 100% donation policy. You know, alhamdulillah, I have a good job, I have a good income, my wife works, we're both very comfortable people, we're very fortunate people. So I can afford to pay for my own pocket, my flights, my trips, my hotel, everything. Yeah? So what the public gives me, generally 100% of that will go directly to the end. There's no middleman cut, there's no commission, no just giving a percentage, nothing like that. Yeah? So last year I raised £1,700 for the Lido. This year I decided to do 2 separate appeals and I raised a total of £7,020. So every year the appeals get bigger and bigger and bigger. 3,000 went to the Asset Survivors Foundation and £4,020 is going, I'm just in the middle of this proposal I'm working on right now, but it's going to help the Lido with one of their shelters. So we're funding 20 street children for 1 year. Khani, Khafor, education and lodgings. Well, it has to be done. It's not my money, but yeah, it's the public's money. I'm just merely the messenger. I'm just delivering people's money with them. But the Asset Survivors, the reason why I wanted to get involved with the Asset Survivors is because a number of reasons. There were 3 reasons that really, really stick in my head. One was the phenomenon of acid attacks. I mean, Muzayle, for anyone who isn't clear on what acid attack is you take a chemical acid, for example, over land, zomin, or to me, so you're upset, or if you just had a fight, you know, hey, yeah, boom, you throw acid in their face. And what it does, the chemical like literally you can see all the way through to the bone. It eats the meat. If you don't treat it instantly, I mean instantly meaning just lots and lots of cold water, yeah, it will burn into your skin and it will leave you scarred for life. Now, up till very recently, up till I think the beginning of the early 2010s, Bangladesh as a country had the highest percentage of acid violence in the world. Yeah, because of government legislation, it's now punishable by death as well. I think they've made it by death. They've also started to restrict the access to acid. So every single bit of acid, chemical acid, has to be registered. The dealer has to be registered by the government. They have to log every single this kind of stuff. So not everybody has access to acid anymore. It's not as easily accessible. Because of our government and also because of social pressure, the numbers are declining now. Alhamdulillah. And there are, from what I've understood, other countries, Malaysia, Thailand, also have a very large number, Pakistan, they're actually turning to Bangladesh for advice and direction. So they're turning to us for our policies on how to reduce the number of acid attacks. So, but anyway, so that's the phenomenon of acid. So in Bangladesh it still happens. I mean, last year something like 300 something cases were reported. And it's just, it could be a little one, or it could be a complete half face gone, you know. And sometimes they do it to children. So, for example, you don't want a child, you kill it off. You try to kill it, yeah. Or there's a dispute.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of really messed up, inhumane reasons why people throw acid on other people. It's probably one of the most degrading things you could do to a person. To me. For that little crime you did, yeah? They will have to look in the mirror every day and remind themselves of what happened.
Mostly women, isn't it? You mentioned before.
7 out of from the 7 victims, 6 out of 7 victims are women, and 1 out of 7 are men. It does happen to men, men from other men from other women. I heard a story about a young dancer in India who refused to have a relationship with another male, and the other male threw acid in his face. And this was a 15-year-old boy. The world is a very crazy place, and the people are even crazier, as I say. So anyway, I decided that instead of just sitting here and just going, oh, it's a terrible thing, it's really, really, I decided, you know what, I mean, I'm going to do something about this. I can't just, you know,